Here is one of the hardest Edexcel trigonometry questions. Do you know how to work it out? So we've actually been given something that just purely looks like bearings. So we've got 3 towns, Acton, Barston and Chorlton. They've also labelled the diagram to show the distances between them as well. Find the bearing of Chorlton from Acton. So initially you might be thinking, well, this doesn't seem like trig at all, this is bearings. But they can overlap the topics, because if we add a line between A and C, we end up with a triangle. Now, we've been given some distances as well, some lengths effectively of our triangle, and then we have got these angles outside the triangle, but obviously we can use them to figure out angles within the triangle as well. So find the bearing of Chorlton from Acton, that is this whole angle here. So we already have 37, but effectively we need to work out the part inside the triangle. So first of all, within our triangle, it's scalene triangles, so obviously it'd be sine or cosine rule, but we don't have enough information yet. We need to have 3 pieces of information plus the one we're trying to find out, which is the angle. Currently, inside our triangle, we only have 2 pieces of information plus the one we want to know. So we're going to need to know some other things as well. First of all, I'm going to look at the angles. 37 here, and then this north line up here. This is angles on parallel lines. North and north are obviously parallel. So interior angles, I could work out this angle on the left side of B. That would be 180 minus 37, which is 143. Then, because we've got angles around a point, we could work out the angle inside the triangle up here by doing 360 minus both 143 and 150, which gives me 67. So now I have 2 sides and then technically 2 angles in the fact that I want to obviously figure out one of them. Does that help me use sine or cosine rule? Well, actually not at the moment, because sine rule, which is where you would have 2 sides, 2 angles, they do actually have to be pairs. So we've got a pair here, 9 kilometers and the angle I want, but the 8 kilometers is with an angle I don't know, and the 67 is with a side I don't know. So what I could do is use cosine rule to work out AC. Label the angle based in A as it is with the cosine rule. This would be side A, this one can be C, and this can be B, and put it in the calculator. That gives me 9.4 as side A. Now do you see how I've got the pair 67 degrees and 9.41 and 9 kilometers there, and this angle A that I want. So now we can use sine rule. Because we're looking for an angle, we'll put sine of the angle on top of the fraction and multiply across by 9. Now I'll put this in the calculator. Because it's an angle, I'm also going to use sin inverse so that I'm left with just the degrees. And that gives me 61.578. The last thing to do is to obviously add that to 37, because originally we wanted the whole bearing from the north line to the line AC. So that gives me 98.6 to 1 decimal place. Because it's bearing, technically we should put a 0 in the front to make it 3 digits in front of the decimal place, but I don't think they will mark you down if you don't. If you found this helpful, make sure to check out the GCSE Maths Pro YouTube channel, where you can find full videos going through everything that we've just seen.